Hello, this is Amna back with my third video. It's an important topic, so let us begin with chapter 3, demand. Defining demand. Demand is the number of products purchased at a given price over a period, while other factors that affect demand are constant. What are the other factors that affect demand? That we will discuss in a few minutes. Effective demand is what's important. It is the ability or willingness of the consumer to purchase the product at a given price over a given period. In the May 2019 past paper, there was a question for 2 marks. To define demand. To score the 2 marks, these 2 points need to be written, the ability and the price. In order to be considered as demand, 2 conditions need to be satisfied. Ability backed by the income and likeness to buy the product. For example, if you like to buy a shoe and do not have the money to buy the shoe, it would not be considered as demand. The same applies if you have the money and do not like the product. The law of demand is that price and the demand have an inverse or negative relationship. When price increases, demand reduces, and when price decreases, demand increases. Let me put it this way. Say you have 1,000 rupees to buy oranges. Keeping all factors constant, an orange is sold at 50 rupees. Then you can buy 20 oranges. If the price increases to 100 rupees, then you can buy 10 oranges. If the price decreases to 40 rupees, you will buy 25 oranges. So you will notice income was constant, your liking for oranges, that is your taste or preference, was constant, and the only factor that kept changing was price. When the price increased, the quantity purchased decreased, and when the price decreases, the quantity purchased increased. Here I have shown the demand curve and the demand schedule. The demand curve moves from left to right and it is a downward sloping curve when the price decreases. But to simplify, we use a line. We always indicate axis X or the horizontal line as quantity and axis Y or vertical line as price. The demand schedule shows the number of goods that will be purchased at different prices. You will notice in the example provided that when price increases, demand decreases. When there is a price change like the orange example we discussed, the demand will move along the curve. And when there are changes in other factors other than price, the curve will shift to the left or to the right. In the 2019 May question paper, there was a question for 1 mark. State one of the factors that will cause a demand curve to shift to the left. A decrease in one of the following factors will lead to getting 1 point. Such factors are: Number 1. Advertising. Advertising will create awareness of the product and tempt customers to buy it. Therefore, demand will increase at the same selling price. Coca-Cola states in the 2010 Football World Cup, their sponsorship resulted in a 5% increase in worldwide sales. Number 2. Income. An increase in disposable income will give more spending ability to consumers and the demand curve will shift to the right. Disposable income is salaries plus concessions minus direct tax. There are 2 types of goods for which demand will change with the increase in income. Number 1. Inferior goods. Inferior goods are when income increases, the demand for that good will reduce. For example, tinned food, bus traveling. The demand curve will shift to the left when income increases. Number 2. Normal goods. Normal goods are when income increase, demand also increase. Due to it, the living status of people increases. The demand curve will shift to the right. Example, people who used public transport will tend to use private transport with the increase in income. Number 3. fashion and taste. When new versions or exciting products are introduced, most customers will tend to try new products. Hence, the demand for new products will increase and the demand for the existing product will reduce, shifting the demand curve to the left. Number 4, price of substitutes. Substitutes are products that can be used instead of the product we generally use. Items that satisfy the same purpose. Pepsi and Coca-Cola are the most common example. Say you are selling Pepsi and the price of Coke increases, then most of the customers will shift to buy Pepsi. Therefore, the demand curve will shift to the right. Number 5, complementary goods. These are the products often used together, like car and car insurance or car and fuel. If prices of car increase, demand for complementary products will reduce, and as a result, people demanding car insurance or fuel also will drop. The demand curve for the complementary goods will shift to the left. Number 6, demographic changes. Japan has more aged people than other age group. Hence, clothing industry will have to produce more clothes to suit the elders. Future expectation of the price. If buyers think that the price of commodities will increase in the future, then the demand for such commodities will increase now. Example, gold. Please subscribe to get updates on the next chapter supply. Thank you.